worry, George. Your duckling will adapt. This is Bill, signing off until tomorrow.
The next morning, George was eager to see how his duckling was doing with his new duck family.
Here we are, on day 2 of the Duckling Chronicles. Look at that! The 4th duckling is with it. Oops, spoke too soon. The duckling still thinks George is its mother.
George had to show the duckling that monkeys are one thing and ducks are another.
You make an excellent duckling, George.
This was getting nowhere. George decided to try another approach.
Farmer Life magazine? How is that going to help?
George wanted to show the duckling that in a typical duck family, there aren't any monkeys. That wasn't working either. Maybe if George showed him how to act, the duckling would get the idea.
It looks like George is trying the make like a duck maneuver. Uh-oh. Hooray for the dumpling! Oh, I should get this on tape. You're watching Dumpling Duck saving her baby like only a mother duck can. And so, the ducklings were brought together by this daring rescue and by the kid from the city who helped to hatch them.
Fantastic!
This is Bill and the City Kid. Bringing you one totally happy ending.
No, it's bigger than that. No, bigger still. That's it! Oh, thank you, Giorgio. You know, I got to get some cookbooks too, so I'll check this out up front. Bye-bye, little buddy. I mean, bye-bye, little buddy.
organizing books by color didn't seem to work. Maybe they should be organized by size instead. Little books, medium books, big books, humongous books. George had fixed the library again.
George, what happened? The books are all messed up. Come here, I'll show you. This is where all the outer space books are supposed to be, but instead you've got bunny books, train books, bug books, pink pony books. Where are all the outer space books?
George tried to explain to Steve how he had organized all the books.
Did you arrange all the books by size? That's amazing! But I don't think that's the way libraries work. See, outer space books are supposed to go on this shelf, and books about dinosaurs go on that shelf, and all the other books, I don't know where they go.
George wondered, if outer space books all go together and dinosaur books all go together, well, then maybe train books go with other train books, no matter what size or color they are.
Yeah, train books probably go together. Hey, I get it. Maybe all the books are organized by subject. Cool. Yeah, you've got a lot of rearranging to do. But don't worry, I'll help. We did it! The books are back in the right order. Great job, you hairy librarian.
I'm back, George. My, it looks neat as a pin in here.
All the books are back where they should be, on the shelves according to their subject. Right?
Well, mostly right. Books are typically arranged by subject, then by author alphabetically. Except storybooks. They go together by author. I'm sure I can put things right in no time.
Great.
Sounds like you did a great job, George. Hey, maybe you'd like to help out at the library every Saturday.
Helping Mrs. Dewey was fun, but exhausting.
Yoo-hoo, George! You forgot your book!
On the other hand, only a librarian would give you Adventurous Henry for another 2 weeks. What could be better than that? They found the wagon, but Jade was gone. And now she had a million places to hide.
Hi, George. Oh, what happened here? Oh, boy. Hey, Jade. Well, I don't know where George went, but I have to get you to the zoo. I can't be late for Professor Chroma.
George knew he couldn't look everywhere for Jade. He needed a plan. In the apartment, Jade had hidden in 3 places: under the couch, on top of the lamp, and behind the radiator. They were all places George couldn't reach. They were also warm places. Maybe Jade liked to be warm. Maybe that's where George should look. popcorn popper was warm. But Jade wasn't there. The vegetable barbecue also had heat, but it didn't have Jade. Was there a warm place that George had missed? Now all George had to do was put Jade back in her cage. The cage was gone. That meant that the man had taken Squeaky to the zoo instead of Jade.
Hey, George, what's the rush? Sounds exciting. Well, hop on.
Meanwhile, the man with the yellow hat had just finished telling the dramatic story of Jade's rescue.
And now I would like to examine Jade. If she is the rare chameleon that you say, then, and only then, can she stay.
Well, of course. Squeaky?
What was that sound?
What? The squeak? Oh, hey, let's all go to lunch, huh? I don't know about you, but I'm starving.
The chameleon, please. Show me the chameleon.
Oh, okay. George?
Let me see. Well, it's... perhaps... Yes! This is the chameleon we've been hoping for! Oh, welcome, Jade, to the zoo.
George had discovered a big difference between the city and the country. Cement. Then he found some dirt. George remembered that a well didn't need to be wide, it just needed to be deep. The ground was wet. At this rate, George should hit water very soon. George had water. What he didn't have was a way to get it out of the ground. George needed something that would suck up the water, like a pump. A straw sucks up water, but you need a mouth at the top. But the man's turkey baster might work.
A monkey with a turkey baster? It's not Thanksgiving, is it?
At this rate, filling the bathtub would take forever. George remembered that people used pipes to carry water from their wells. So that's what George needed, a very long pipe. George ran the hose from the bathtub down to his well. How could George attach the hose to the baster? The water came into the baster from the bottom, so George needed some way to connect the hose to the side. Maybe this would work. With duct tape, anything was possible. It worked. The water was going up the straw. At this rate, George would have his bathtub filled in no time. Except the well was out of water. George had to dig a deeper hole. George had struck a mother load of water.
Water spurting up 20 feet in the middle of the city? Not a good sign.
See, the whole reason we turned the water off was to figure out why we were losing pressure.
Turns out the water main leading to the building had a crack in it.
I still don't know how George discovered the water main or the crack, but it's a good thing you did.
Well, I have to say, George, you haven't looked this clean in days. When you take a bath, you really take a bath.
Using the detector, George found lots of metal things. But none of them was Yorbo.
Oh, the batteries are dead. I'll have to recharge them, but I'll bring this back tomorrow in case you're still looking. Bye now!
Thank you.
George couldn't wait for tomorrow. He had to find Yorbo before he rusted.
That's probably Professor Wiseman. Maybe she can think of something.
Hey, guys.
Hi.
I heard there was a storm, so I thought I'd check in. Oh, what's wrong?
Well, George can't find his robot. It's buried in the sand.
Is it made of metal? You could try using a metal detector.
We borrowed one, but it ran out of batteries.
Well, metal detectors are easy to make. Sure. First, grab the portable radio from the shelf.
Okay. AM/FM radio, check.
Next, find the calculator, bottom drawer on the desk. Then get some tape, a top drawer on the desk. Now, take the radio and switch it to AM.
Okay.
Then turn the knob all the way to the highest radio station number, but make sure you get static and not an actual station. Turn up the volume, then turn on the calculator and tape it to the radio.
Fantastic.
You see, the radio and calculator act as a magnet. When it finds things that would stick to a magnet, the radio beeps.
That's amazing. I can't believe you knew that.
Well, how do you think I won first place in my second grade science fair?
George was confused. He had already searched half the beach. But which half? If only the beach were smaller. Then George remembered tic-tac-toe. He could break up the beach into smaller sections, like a tic-tac-toe board. If George could mark off the squares he searched, Then he'd know where he'd looked and where he needed to look.
Hi, George. You want to make a grid to help you keep track of your search? Oh, great idea, George. All set. Let me know if you need anything.
If George searched every square, then he'd be sure to find Yorbo. In square number 4, George found a trumpet. In square 6, George found a front grille to a 57 Cadillac. But by square number 8, there was still no sign of Yorbo.
No luck, huh?
Yorbo had to be in this last square. He had to.
Way to go, George! You found him!
Yorbo is great, yes?
Have fun! Well, I guess this means I can get back to the thrilling conclusion of my book. Oh well. Wait for me!